baby, I don't wanna waste a second. Your vibes are language and I'm learning every lesson. Your heartbeat's matching the drum of a song. Feels like forever when you're in my arms. Oh, every step you take I follow. You're the sun and I'm the shadow. The way we're moving feels so right. Let's keep dancing through the night. My eloquent ego, feeling the heat. You're letting our fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance, it's all I need. Bailando contigo, go set me free. Go set me free. Io más te mi pasión. Viajes en el ocean. Cada movimiento es mi tentación. Every move you make, I feel the emotion. Vamos juntos, no pares, sigue así. Stay with me tonight. It's just you and me. All about Tigo, feeling the heat. You're lighting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance is all I need. Bailando contigo, go set me free.
And here we are. It is a Tuesday, which still feels like a Monday after the long weekend. KLOMP, I don't know if he pulled his back moving the gazebo at camp.
Might have, maybe.
Maybe you've got some inside stories. I know what happens at the camp stays at
That's
the camp.
I know nothing.
You know nothing.
Know nothing.
But I saw a post stating that you heard the grunts. Yeah, but they had
a
what?
little bit of a commentary.
13
yeah.
folks out there.
Is that how many did
Move it? That's what he was saying.
Yeah. So we were listening. We're in the site beside the gazebo that they got, and we look over and we're like, "What is happening over there? People everywhere, lots of different ideas." And yep.
Well, hey, it's fun. Yeah, camping season is in full swing, and as you can see, you brought some guests here. We've got what Moxie.
Yeah.
And Bailey. So Moxie,
Bailey.
there's Bailey on your lap, and Moxie running around here.
Moxie's being all happy. So
you said I was going to leave the dogs in your truck while you're in the middle of this show. I said no, we're a pet friendly here at 67 Third. I said bring them in.
This is
so the dogs are in here
at its finest
for the night.
Yeah, they're here.
And there's a hello from Chris. Chris, we want to send our condolences. Chris's father passed away a few nights ago. So Chris. Our hearts are with you, and I know he's taking some time off from the barber shop, and we're wishing you, we're wishing some heartfelt condolences from Studio 67, myself, KLOMP, and Tracy, Moxie, and Bailey, and everybody.
Yep, it's never easy to lose somebody.
67 tonight. No, it's never easy, and again, we're with you, Chris. If you need anything, you know where Jamie and I are. Just come and knock on our window. But here we are on a Tuesday, getting close. Remember the last time we were chatting about the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's. There was about 5 feet of snow. Jamie and I, we were hanging out at the Mountjoy Pavilion.
When we went down, it was freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Well, it was freezing this weekend, so I don't know what to say.
Well, here's the funny part. The boys and I, Tracy and I, took the boys out to the mini putt and batting cages, which is phenomenal. Don Marcoux, he's putting the fresh coats of paint on all the holes. Always spruces it up. Anyhow, we were in the middle of a round. T-shirts, sweating, complaining about the heats, complaining about the mosquitoes, and then not even like 2 hours after we got finished, it was so cold.
It was winter.
It was back to winter. Yeah, boys were shooting hoops in the backyard with hoodies on. It's absolutely crazy. What do they say? If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
But you can't stay home now because we've just been inside for about 7 months. So just get outside.
Get outside and enjoy. And we're hoping that everybody's going to be flooding to whichever walk you choose for the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's. The beauty is, not only a walk in Timmins this Saturday, but there's 2 walks, one in Kapuskasing and in Haileybury. So tell us what's shaking there.
We also have 2 informal walks. So we have a walk in Kirkland Lake not on the same day, so that's on May 28th, and we have a walk in Iroquois Falls. So we have lots
You're
of
spreading.
lots of places for people to go. Yeah, and it's not going to be fantastic for people to go to camp, so it'd be great for you to come to our walk. And it's funny because last year it was miserable, and we had the most people last year than we've had yet in Timmins. So yeah.
Well, that's good news. We want we want to get the message out there.
Yes. We do.
And again, in weeks I guess in walks previous, you've always had a great turnout, but it's nice to see that there's other organizations. Well, it's the same organization, but people living and your staffers that live in these communities are saying, you know what, we're gonna hold our own walk. But they're still contributing to the Timmins Walk.
It's interesting because the Kapuskasing Walk and the Haileybury Temiskaming Shores Walk and the Timmins Walk are all planned by us. And then quite a few people from Kirkland Lake, we've served that area, and they're a little bit far to drive to Haileybury or to drive to Timmins. So we said, okay, what if we go and join the people in Kirkland Lake at Kinross Pond? So we're going to go there on May the 28th. We'll be there from about 5 to 6:30, and we're just going to walk there, and you can come and join us. It's just behind McDonald's. And then in Iroquois Falls, South Centennial Manor is going to do, it's called a walk in a box. And so they're putting on a little walk there, and that is on May the 31st. So we're going to go and join them and just thank them for participating. It's really great. And next year, I mean, who knows how many walks we're going to have next year.
Well, but
let's get through this year first.
You're raising the bar each and every year. And we should mention that this year's Walk in Timmins has switched from Hollinger Park to the Mount Joy Pavilion.
Correct.
I should also state that our friends at the Matagami River Fries, Inc., they have breakfast.
Nice.
Yes,
so if
they
you're
do.
hungry and it's cold, you can come get breakfast.
Yeah, you can go check out Glenn and Sylvie. If you've never tried their bacon double cheeseburger, they were voted best burger and fry platter in 2024.
Really?
KLOMP.
I did not know that.
He's a burger connoisseur. He's put that burger in his top 5 of burgers that he's tried around the world.
Well, we'll have to try that. My husband is a burger connoisseur as well. That's his favorite, burgers and fries. So we'll have to try that. No, that's awesome. I didn't know if he was open.
Yeah, he's open now. And I know the mornings of the farmers market, they cater a breakfast, and I'm pretty sure he'll be dicing up something for the hungry walkers there.
That's awesome.
So spread the word. And again, you can go to the walks and sign up for the walks. Still, it's never too late to
it is
sign
not
up.
You can sign up basically right up until Friday night. You can show up on Saturday. You don't need to sign up, so you can just come. I do have some numbers for you that I'd like to share, and these were as of what time did I leave the office? 3 o'clock this afternoon, so they might not even be current. So far, Timmins has 39 people registered and 8 teams. And we have online, so it's probably more, but $7,256 was raised to date. But last year, our total we raised for Timmins was $22,000. So we're a quarter of the way there, or a third of the way there. We got lots to come in.
Wow.
Yeah, Temiskaming Shores has 28 people registered with 6 teams, and so far they've raised $2,000, and last year they raised $6,000. So they again as well are a third of the way there. And Kapuskasing has 6 people registered, 1 team. They've raised $3,495.
That's pretty amazing for three people.
And last year they raised $3,800. So they're almost at beating their total from last year. So, and this is early. This is very early days. And so
the early counting, but it's just going to continue to rise between now and Saturday. And I'm sure tallies are being tallied, hours past all the walks are this weekend.
Yeah, it takes some time. So when people come on the day of, a lot of people bring a pledge sheet, so they go ask their friends and neighbors, and then that takes about a week after for Caitlin, our bookkeeper, to process all that, sometimes a little bit more than a week, and she's a trooper. She gets all of that taken care of, and there's just lots of after work, lots of before work.
A lot of hours put in, when last year's walk ended, it's back to the table figuring out how to get things ready for
the next year. So we usually take about a 6-week break, and then we start thinking about the next year. Moxie here.
Moxie's smelling our Macy.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
They're like, hey, we smell this Macy. Who brought the English Springer Spaniel?
So she's a Bernedoodle, actually.
Bernedoodle.
Yeah, Bernedoodle, and she's all dogs are welcome as well at the.
You can bring them along, pet friendly.
Yep. I forgot her bandana in the car, but we have some bandanas, pet value. Oh, can't touch the mic. Pet Value is going to be there, and they're going to have some bandanas. IG Wealth has got
we
them
love Pet
printed up
Value.
for-
We should mention
Yeah.
that we just signed on with Pet Value.
Nice.
They signed on with us, so yes, they will
well,
be there.
let's talk about
Well,
our
let's talk about.
sponsors.
Let me swing it over here.
So I did bring
Yeah.
Jamie and Mark their shirts for this year.
Yes,
and they
we
look
are.
like this, and we're going to give one away tonight with the prize pack.
With the
that we
prize
have.
pack, and I should say our prize pack is a family deal, 1 hour
Nice.
to Midtown Bowl.
That would be really fun.
Wouldn't that be fun? So you win bowling, you
And
win,
you win a
a shirt for
Yeah.
the weekend. Now you don't have to, if you don't have a shirt, can you buy
That's
them
okay.
at the
Yep.
event on Saturday?
Yeah, so if you fundraise $100, you'll get a shirt included. So we have, well, quantities last, of course. So if you've already fundraised 100, we're going to go online, pull those numbers, and have a shirt set aside for you. If you didn't fundraise that much, that's okay. You can buy one or donate for $25 at the walk, or you can bring your pledge sheet filled with over $100 of pledges, and then you can get one for free. But this year, I have to tell you, the team who worked on getting sponsorships really just was incredible this year.
Knocked it out of the
Yeah.
park.
So
Wow.
we have IG Wealth, obviously,
Mhm.
it's the national sponsor,
Mhm.
but locally, Daystar Stitching.
They are
came-
phenomenal. We should say
Yeah.
that was our first ever OG KINZ and KLOMP hoodie. I do
Yeah.
believe our logo is still
Nice,
there
nice.
from year one.
They really just kind of came in out of nowhere, and they're a platinum sponsor. They've really been a huge supporter of the work that we do, and so we're thankful for that. But we have Northern College, Pet Value, OPG, so Ontario Power Corporation. Moxie's listening very closely.
Moxie's like, yes, go through the sponsors.
Yeah, Kia, and I think Kia was one of the first ones to sign on. The Lions Club, OK Tire, Discovery Porcupine, Lakeshore Gold, Agnico Eagle, Kit Operations, Alamos Gold, and Cote Gold. That's our gold sponsorships. And
Wow.
the gold in the gold, right? The mines.
Well,
so
they
that's pretty
say,
sweet.
yeah, the
And then-
city with a heart of gold, always
Yeah.
giving back
Yeah.
when organizations need, some backing.
And then silver, so Pedersen Concrete, Norark, and Canadian Nickel.
Moxie coming in here for some Moxie
Some snuggles.
time and snuggles. Yeah.
And then our bronze, we have Tri-Town Toyota, North Star Linen, Insulcana, Garland's Gift Gallery and Plus, and Toffanello's. And so just what an incredible year. So every year we get more sponsors, we get more community support, and that's what it's really about. The more support that we have, the more that our services can continue to be offered across the region. So I think I've said before, when I was here, when I started, we really only served Timmins and a little bit in Temiskaming and a little bit in Kapuskasing. And now we have full teams right across the whole region, day programs almost in all of the communities that we serve. And it's really just, we want to be here for the families that need our help. And one of the things about the walk, so if the weather's bad, I want you to think
Well,
about
right now, I even wrote it on our board here, the
Yeah.
whiteboard. We've got cloud,
rain.
maybe a slight chance of a shower. You know
Yeah.
what a slight chance means?
Yeah.
There's a slight chance it won't happen.
Yeah, it's going
So
to rain.
let's hope it
But
doesn't happen.
Let's
Yeah.
put it into perspective. You can be uncomfortable for an hour in the cold and the wet.
Well, remember
Well,
last year?
we had ponchos.
It was
So
cold and damp last year, but that
it's
still did
short.
not dampen anybody's spirits.
You can do
coming in.
anything that's hard for a short amount of time. Our caregivers do this day after day after day, 24/7, sometimes with no break. So for us to come and take part in a walk for a couple of hours in not fantastic weather, it's a small thing to do to show the people who are actually caring for their loved ones how much you care. And so, just think about that when it's like, oh, it's not really very nice out, I don't want to go. That's all the more reason, because you have the choice to do that. And care partners don't necessarily have the choice.
Well,
to
that's
do that.
it. It's like any ailment. It doesn't choose, the sunny days to come on out.
That's right.
Could be any time, any day. You never know who's going to, it's going to pick a battle with
So
next.
you just have to look for, we talk a lot at work about the glimmers and finding the glimmers in your life and in your day. And that's what we're here to try to help care partners do. Look for those little things that make every day more beautiful and celebrate the past and the history. And if you come and it's raining, you're going to remember this walk more than if you came in
Yeah.
it's sunny, because you have an emotional reaction to the rain, and you can make great memories, and you never know how long you're going to remember those for. So
No, and again, you can come out and walk for someone, immediate family. It could be someone in another family. Just come out
Yeah.
and out and support.
come on,
And
it's-
again, I know some people say, well, I didn't raise any money,
That's
but there's
okay.
still time to put a few bucks in, even
Yeah.
if you just show up and, put a sticker on.
just come
and walk.
Yeah, come and
That's
talk
gonna be
to
a good
people and let the care partners know. And like you mentioned, our walk in Timmins is at the Mount Joy Pavilion, but all of our walks are in a new location this year.
Yeah.
And so in Kapuskasing, we're at the Riverside Park Pavilion. And so you can park, there's lots of parking around there on the streets and things. There's a couple of little parking lots that maybe because it's a weekend, you can maybe slip your vehicle into. So they all start at the same time, registration at 10, they start at 11. And then in Haileybury, we're down at the Haileybury Pavilion. And so that is, again, just a nice little marina, somewhere where we can be on the water. And so again, it could be a little bit cold, but dress warm and just come on out and see us. We'd love to have more people than we had last year.
Have more people. My favorite cliche, the more the merrier. And again, all those bucks raised stay local.
Yes.
So the Timmins Walk, the money stays in Timmins, Haileybury, Kapuskasing. How does that work?
It all stays for our
area?
society. So our society serves from Hearst to Temiskaming. We don't send money anywhere else. So if you're in Temiskaming, the money will serve the communities that we support. And so just a tidbit of information. When I first started, again, we didn't have that reach into all of those communities. So because people in Timmins fundraised, we were able to reach
This is how the
Cochrane.
word has been, branching off.
So then we can
to the
reach
others.
Cochrane. And then now that we fundraise a little bit more in Cochrane, now we can reach Whole Tire. And now that we fundraise a little bit more in Temiskaming, we can reach Kirkland Lake. So the more people fundraise,
that's a big help for those that need the services.
And the growth and the programs is really, that's what's important. And so trying to get those programs in every community so people
that's
don't have
the
to
initial
travel.
goal, is to get all the services that are in Timmins and all these
That's
other municipalities.
We're getting there.
You're slowly getting there. So what would this money mean? Now, you were just talking dollars and cents. What's the ultimate goal for this weekend?
We'd love
for the
to raise
Timmins and combined?
$50,000 this year. For those that have been around a while, we used to do all kinds of events. We used to do a motorcycle ride for memories. We used to do a mud factor. We do a charity bingo. So we do take part in the Timmins charity bingo, and we've done the duck race. So we haven't done the duck race in a bit. The duck race is it's fun, but it's a bit of a challenge as we chase the ducks down the river.
We remember being a part of the duck race, three seasons ago, and we were down the river, the Matagami.
You were down there, up the river. Anyway,
it's because someone jinxed it. Remember, they dumped off.
Yes.
If you've seen the classic duck races, they dumped off these bins. How many ducks? There was about 5,000.
Yeah, well, we've had anywhere between 1,800 and 3,000 that we've dumped off. But the reason what I'm getting at is, because we can't be focused on doing all of those fundraisers, we're really trying to do one big event, which is our walk, because our walk isn't just about raising money. It's about raising the awareness of the services.
And awareness, and people can go out and walk for their loved one.
That's right. And so that's a little more meaningful for us. So we're trying to get away from doing any of the other little events that we've had. We've done online auctions. We've done things like that. So we get a lot of in tribute or in memory donations when somebody passes away. And this one here is celebrating life and celebrating their care partners and that awareness. And so, we'd love to raise 50. If we can exceed 50,
let's beat 50. You can see the websites behind us, walkforalzheimer.ca. You can sign up, put a team in, start your donations. Every little bit adds up. The console challenge. Next time you're driving to and from the office, take your coffee change and maybe collect it around the office.
Great idea.
And bring it down to one of the walks on the weekend.
You can wear blue. So you could always do something like that too in your office if you wanted to do something. It doesn't have to be on the walk. So we have a few different times a year that we focus on awareness campaigns. So the walk is one, it's in May. And in September the 20th is World Alzheimer Day. And so that's like worldwide, where we talk about dementia. And then in January, we locally have Alzheimer Awareness Month. And so at any one of those times, you could, as a corporation or as a company, do something locally. So you could have a Gene Day, or you could have everybody
Blue Gene Day. Why not?
Day. Yeah. And really just to do that thing, to give back. And we can come do presentations, and we can talk about dementia in the workplace. And we can talk about how do your employees balance things between, having to work and having an older parent that has dementia. And a lot of the families, they're in that sandwich generation. So they have younger kids or teenagers at home, and then they're dealing with an aging parent who has some health issues. And so that's challenging as well. So we can come and do all kinds of things like that. So just reach out to us.
Reach out to you. Look at these comments coming in. Joanne Savard One of the shrines behind the McIntyre Catering says, your guest is such a great speaker.
Thank you, Joanne.
There you go.
I can't read that. I don't have my glasses on, so
I'll lob these comments here. Tracy Horner Lamoy says, walk with a loved one.
Yeah.
Rita saying, hey all, and yeah, if you want to take part in either walk, you can see it behind us there, walkforalzheimer.ca. Now they could just come up and if they couldn't be at the walk, they could come and drop off donations at your office.
Yep, they can come and drop them off at the office. You can actually even go on the website, find our Timmins walkout site, and donate just to the walk, even if you can't come, but you want to make that donation. It doesn't have to be into anybody in particular. It can just be towards the walk. So yeah, you can do that. But I'm just going to pick up the dog.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Hanging out there.
He's
Bailey's
waiting
like
for permission to come up.
Bailey's like Bailey's a lap dog.
Yes,
Moxie said I want to be a lap dog too, but looks like Moxie doesn't quite hop up on the lap.
Oh, she does. Yes, she does. And sometimes when he's on my lap, but we won't do that because it'll wreck the mic. But yeah.
No, no, the dogs wanted to come and hang out. They could tell a few stories from Klomp and his gazebo escapades over the weekend and his shenanigans. Over at camp.
Are we boring you? Hey, are we boring you?
They were out there checking. I'm wondering, watching the feed. I'm like, why is the lighting a little off? It's Moxie and Bailey looking out the window. I think they're picking up the trash here on Third.
Oh yes,
here
that
tonight.
Could be. Well, they didn't bark, so that's good.
No, that is good. We've got guard dogs happening here at Studio 67. Katie says the duck race is such a cool idea. Well, it was a cool idea until we had to go and retrieve all 5,000 ducks down the river. Actually,
here's a fun question. So the one show I did, we said, does anybody have any ideas? Did you ever get any emails about how we could do the duck race?
We had, I do believe on that show or later on, some like a slip and slide. You need some type of a hill.
Yeah, we thought about that.
Kind of funnel them in.
Yeah, we thought about that. So actually, I think it was my husband. We had thought about doing it at Gillies Lake on the beach side because there's a bit of a hill there.
Yes.
And we could do a slip and slide.
Right next to the lifeguard station.
Yeah, we could do a slip and slide, but then what do we make them go into in the water? So there's still bits and pieces to figure out. But maybe, who knows, maybe we'll do something like that. It could be fun.
Maybe. Yeah, we've got a picture on our wall of fame. If you come through Studio 67, of us with we had about 2,000 of those ducks in our boats. We were about to capsize our boat. That's how we were determined to get those ducks back to home base.
Come on, you want to come up?
You got Moxie. Yeah. Moxie's jealous. Bailey. Bailey getting all the attention here, but we've got Roy Young stating here, I'll be going home very shortly. Done work. Hope everyone's doing good. And then Joanne Savard says, did you register your team?
Roxy.
Oh, that's Roxanne. Robichaux. Yes, Roxy from your team.
Yes.
Joanne Savard, did you put a team in yet? Team McIntyre. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be really great.
It would be great. Yeah. And let's say, you said it here. Let's say it on the show. You're hoping for 50. I'm hoping for 60,000. I feel it's going to be higher than the 50,000.
So if the 50,000 gets there, will you top up to 60?
Yeah, will I top it up? I'll use Klomp's credit card there. He's not in here tonight. We'll use his Visa and top it up on the show. But again, the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's 2025. Again, when you took over the helm, you've been at the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane Temiskaming now for how many years now?
Since 2013. So
still running strong.
Yeah.
Raising the bar, as they say, kicking ass, taking names. Jill of all trades, master of all of them there.
Wow.
You've got quite the team.
I have an amazing team.
Yeah.
And, the longer that people are there, the better the team gets, the more confident that they are. I have an end goal for myself, and I'm gearing up to hand over the reins at some point in the next 5 years. And the organization is just a phenomenal organization to work for. If people are interested, if somebody's been interested in being on the board, that would be something that we would love to be able to have somebody join. But really the team, I can't say enough good things about them, whether they work in the day program or they're part of the transitional support or they're part of behavior supports, helping families who are coping with real challenging crises in their home, or if they're part of the First Link team or their administration. There's nobody who just has a job. Everybody's job is important and valuable. There's
no I in team there, but there's an A in awesomeness.
That's right. Yeah, and there's no just a PSW or just an admin or just a bookkeeper. Everybody's job is vital to keep that organization running, and it's for our families that we do it. And really hats off to the team. I'm just the spokesperson. They're the people that are doing the real work, and so I'm grateful to work for an organization that values people, whether it's our clients or each other. And
you're always looking out for each other.
Value pets.
Yes.
Yes, we value pets.
Yes, you value pets. Speaking of pets, you've got the emotional support pets
Yep.
at the Alzheimer Society. Can you tell us about those pets? Will they be on hand this weekend at the walk?
Yep. We have some cats and some dogs, and there is a little walker squawker I can bring as well. So there's a couple of different ones. The one I have on my desk is a cardinal, but those are really nice too. So if you had a pet and you end up being in long-term care or in an apartment and you can't have that, and your loved one has dementia, the robo-pets are fantastic therapy for people who are living with dementia, because they can care for the cat. It purrs, it rolls over, the dog turns and barks and does different things. And you might know it's a toy. You might think of it as a toy, but it's actually a tool, and it brings comfort.
It's a companion.
Yeah, it brings comfort to your loved one. And so just thinking about that instead of thinking about, oh, it's a toy and it's infantile, it's not. It's something that brings joy and comfort to your loved one. Just like, he's sitting here and he will sit here like this for the longest time and just let me rub the back of his neck. So if I had that other dog, I could do that. If I had the cat,
same as,
and the cat purrs.
As the cats and the dogs.
Yeah, it feels like a pet. So we will definitely have those there at the booth.
They've got the same motions as your pets.
Yep.
And again, they'll be on hand this weekend. Are they at all the walks?
Yep, we'll bring them to all the walks. Okay. Yep, we'll have that. We're also going to have we'll have an iPod program, so we'll have some handouts on what that is. And music, we know, is really something that stays with you. And, if you hear a song back from when you were 11 and you were getting ready for school, even if you haven't heard that song since, as soon as it
brings
comes
back
on,
the memory.
You'll know all the words,
sure.
And it just taps into another part in your brain. And so we have a music project, and so we can have some information about that. Like I said, all the staff are going to be on site, so you'll be able to ask any question that you can think of, and we'll have enough people there to, go off into a corner if need be and give you some information and some handouts.
You'd have a quiet one-on-one session if you are, a little eerie about, asking in front of others.
Yep.
And again, it's a judge-free zone.
Judge-free. Yeah. Take a card.
Sure.
That's really, again, what we want is that awareness piece. We want people to know that we're here. Often people will say, oh, I didn't know that you've been in Timmins. We've been here since 1988. And so it's been a bit.
I use it as the Price is Right motto. Yeah, it's been on the air for 100 years, but every show they always go through all the games as if no one has ever watched Plinko.
Yeah.
So you got to assume that there's still people out there that have no clue what the Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming is all about.
Absolutely.
Maybe the telltale signs of someone living with or developing the stages of dementia.
Right. Yeah. And so I'll tell you, tonight on my way here, I forgot their shirts. So I was all ready. I had their shirts ready to go. I brought them into the camper with me. I got ready. I left. Now I have to bring my children because it's husband's at work.
the fur kids get to come along. Look how happy they are.
My mind was all full. Didn't even remember that I forgot your shirts until I was passing our office. And then I was like, oh no, where's their shirts? So then I had to run in and grab the shirts. And so that's normal. That's absolutely normal to have those, little bit of
moments,
lapses
the forgetful moments. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very normal. But if you're wondering, come on down and get some information, and you can take it home and you can read it and then reach back out when you're ready.
That's it. Yeah. And that's all it takes. Again, awareness is what we're trying to do. Raise the bar. The IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's happens this Saturday at the Timmins Mount Joy Pavilion. And again, the walk time is 11 a.m.
Yep. So registration start coming around 10. We'll have some things there. You can mill around and chit chat with people. We're going to have some games. So our J program teams are bringing all kinds of games that we can play. And so that we'll try and keep you busy. And then walk starts at 11. For Timmins, we're going to go under the bridge and around the Partis Park.
And then back right at the starting point. So the start finish point is right there at the Matagami River Fries Inc.
And then
Glenn and Sylvia are going to be excited to see all the walkers this weekend.
Saturday. And then Sunday, again, registration 10 a.m. The walks will be in those areas.
In those areas.
Yeah. And then, be exciting. So we'll have to come back after and tell you how it went, show some pictures.
Well, for sure, yeah. You know, anybody going to those walks in Temiskaming Shores, Kapuskasing, setting the Iroquois Falls now.
Yeah, Iroquois Falls,
Yeah,
Centennial
it's
Manor.
branching out.
Yeah, and it's really a really beautiful thing for us when another organization says, hey, you know what, we value your services and your support and we want to help you. And Iroquois, the smaller communities are amazing for that. They get together themselves.
They give back and
reach
spades.
out. Yeah, that's right. So,
and again, the more the merrier. You know, you don't want to wake up one day and you know, need services and figure out that there are no services. But it's amazing to know that if something were to happen, that eventful day, you know, the services are right here.
That's right.
The Alzheimer Society, Cochrane, Temiskaming. You know, Roxanne, she's a trooper in the comments tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so again, she's answering all your questions. If you've got any questions, you know, you can visit your IG or the Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming Facebook page, which I'll post in the comments.
We also have the event on Facebook as well. So if you're looking for something to do, you know, if you're in one of the communities, it'll show up on events near you. So you can click that you're going. You can send us a message on Facebook. You can send us a message on Instagram. You can call our office. So Rox will put the phone number in there. And yeah, it's looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good
Rain
time.
or shine.
That's it. Looking at the Saturday weather, cloud, maybe a 40% chance of a shower. But in my old radio days, that's a 60% chance of nothing happening. And the Sunday, it's going to be just overcast and a high of 16. So it's a beautiful weekend for the walk.
Because the Weather Network says one thing, and then the news will say something different. And so you can just keep refreshing your screen.
Well, I'm the stubborn one. I don't care what it is. If it's a good reason to get out there and walk for the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's, you know, rain or shine, you know, as they say, Alzheimer's doesn't take a break for anybody.
No, it doesn't.
And, you know, those caregivers, you know, thumbs up to the caregivers. You were talking about, you know, the backbone of, you know, taking care of someone with and living with.
The unpaid hours.
The unpaid hours, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thankless job, and it's often fraught with frustration and, you know, guilt as well. And lots of decisions that have to be made by the family.
A lot of questions that need to be answered. And again, that's why your services are there. You know, they could phone you 100 times a day if they had something that they needed.
Yeah, and the nice thing about our services, so when you go to see primary care, that's really important, but they have a really short time that they can spend with you. And our team, you know, if you needed a couple of hours, First Link Care Navigators can spend a couple of hours with you and answer all of your questions, and we can meet you somewhere that's off-site. So if you don't want to come into our office because you're a little nervous or unsure what that looks like, or you don't want someone to see you, we can meet you somewhere else. We can meet you at a coffee shop. We can meet you at your home. And so we try to just really have that person-centered care to help bring supports to wrap around you as a family.
And you know what better way to give back to this amazing organization than maybe mustering up a few donations for the big walks this weekend. Again, alzheimer.ca. You can see it on the big screen behind us. You can go to the Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming Facebook page and visit them as well, or just show up to the walks on Saturday and Sunday in either community. Is there anything last before we jump into our sponsor reel?
I think we've talked about everything. You know, thank you for having us on the show and sharing and coming out.
Well, thank you. You know, and you know, we built a beautiful partnership. You know, KINZ and KLOMP, Jamie and I, and you know, the Alzheimer Society.
That's right.
And you know, this is our fifth year running now. This is our fifth year, so this is our fifth walk.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it going here.
That's right.
And raising the bar and raising donations. You're hoping for 50,000. I'm going to say 55-ish, maybe 60. If people are out there maybe going, hey, you know what, let's start a drive between now and the walks and raise some money. And they can do that through what? Is it through EMT? Is that the donations?
So no, they can like I said, go on our website. So right behind you there, if you want to donate to the walk specifically, go on there and pull up Timmins. I think Roxanne probably put the Timmins links.
Yeah, she put the links in the comments.
So you can donate right on there. Yeah. And if you're down at the walk, we have a tip tap machine, so you can tip. If you have tap on your card, you can tap that to donate. We'll also have our walk website probably up there as well, so that people can donate online there. You can cash is always good.
Yeah, cash is king.
Yeah.
So bring it down. You'll have donation jars down there.
That's right.
You'll have Moxie and Bailey down there as well.
Moxie, Bailey will not be permitted.
No, Bailey not the sociable pup.
He's not.
That's the same as our
He's not
Macy.
very
Our
dog
Macy
friendly.
loves people, but hates
Yeah.
people at the same time.
He loves people. He's
Too
not
many people.
not so fond of dogs, except for Moxie. Yeah, or another little dog, but big dogs he's not so great.
No.
He's an old man. He's almost 12.
Oh,
So
well,
needs his nap.
he'll be down there this weekend, and hopefully you'll be down here
Yep.
this weekend as well. Just wanted to state that someone's going to be winning the PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning, a family deal to Midtown Bowl.
Awesome.
That's 1 hour of bowling for your family, up to 6 people.
Cool. And a
Into
shirt.
shoe rentals, and we're throwing away an IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's shirt just in time for the weekend. Again, Tracy, always a pleasure having you. Come on board with us, and we'll see you this weekend at the Walks.
Yep.
Are you going to hang around for the Wheel of Winning, or are you taking the dog? I think the dogs were sniffing outside for something.
Yeah, Bailey's
We don't have
done.
trees in here at Studio 67.
No, they're sniffing, but look at Bailey's done. He's ready for bed.
Bailey's ready to go, so
Past his bedtime.
we're going to take a quick break. And again, if you haven't signed up a team, seeing all the comments on the comment thread tonight stating that there's teams in, people walking
Awesome.
for someone's team, putting a team together, maybe putting a team in starting tomorrow. Again,
Super. Thank you so much. You know, it's without you, we're not able to raise anything. So, you know, on behalf of the board and the staff and our clients specifically, we thank you for coming out and joining and just being part of people's story. So thanks.
All right, and thank you again. Let's do another fist pound around. Again, the Walk for Alzheimer's, IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's on Saturday, May 24th at the Mount Joy Pavilion. We'll see you
And
down
Sunday.
there. Again, and Sunday as well in Kapuskasing, Haileybury. What were the other communities? You said Iroquois Falls?
On the 28th, Kirkland Lake,
Mhm.
Kinross Pond, and the 31st, Iroquois Falls.
Perfect stuff. So get out there and join a walk. You can do that by hitting that link behind us, walkforalzheimer.ca. And when we come back, it is the family deal, 1 hour bowling from Midtown Bowl from the PAIB Insurance Inc., a Wheel of Winning, and a shirt for the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's coming right up.
Book your summer fun now with the mini pot and batting cages at Hollinger Park, 705-264-7888. And this Sunday is the Pet Value Walk for Guide Dogs at Gillies Lake. Registration begins Sunday morning at 9 a.m. with the walk beginning at 10 a.m. Floss Smile Ride with Hollinger Dental. Healthy smiles lead to happy rides. Visit their offices and you could win some summer wheels courtesy of Hollinger Dental, located at 100 Waterloo Road in the Hollinger Court. Montana's invites you to their grand reopening this Saturday. Come and check out their brand new look and their menu. Flourless Fox Take Home is opening soon at 89 Cedar Street South in Timmins. Gluten-free foods, gluten-free homemade, gluten-free fast food, and gluten-free bakery. Watch our social media pages this week for the details on their grand opening. Always a great selection of unique and fun products at Sweet Freeze Timmins. With over 700 international treats for you from around the world, it is worth the browse. Stop in today, 175 3rd Avenue, or shop online, sweetfreeze.com. Sign up as a vendor today at the Porca Stampede and Rodeo. Happens the weekend of August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in Porcas Junction. Call today, 705-262-4160. And seal the deal with the birthday man this week, Albert Seal from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. If you're buying or selling, he'll seal your deal. RoyalLePage.ca or call Albert today, 705-465-3493. Voted Best Burger and Fry Platter in 2024? Come and get yours at the Matagami River Fries Inc., located at the Mount Joy Pavilion all summer. Book your takeout order today, 705-269-3663. Connecting our community this weekend, it's the Timmins Multicultural Festival at the MAC. Come down for the Cultural Connection Saturday 1 to 4 and the festival proper Sunday from noon to 4. And the soft launch for All Baked Fried Chicken is Tuesday, May 27th. Come on by to 999 Riverside Drive for their grand opening specials. And how about this? 25 cents from every order will be donated back to the Timmins Food Bank. Sign your little one up now for Timmins Little League Baseball. Registration forms can be found online at timminslittleleague.ca. and get all your garden needs and more at Canadian Tire Timmins Garden Center, the biggest garden center in the north. Stop in and browse their greenhouse today. For scratch-made, flame-fired Neapolitan-style pizza, you need to try Sparks Pizza. Stop in for their $13 lunch special every day from 11 a.m. to 2:30. Also try their new spicy India-style pizza, 206 3rd Avenue, or order yours online, sparkspizza.ca. Get set for the Ontario Mine Rescue Provincial Competitions. They hit the Glencore Kit operations June 3rd to 5th. More details can be found at workplacesafetynorth.ca. And tickets are on sale now for TFEX Beer Fest. Happens Saturday, May 31st at the Mount Joy Arena. Come for a variety of beers, spirits, entertainment, wine, and more. Ticket details and more can be found at TimminsFestivals.com. It's the Race to the Cup sales event on now at Timmins Hyundai. Stop into 800 Riverside Drive for great finance rates starting from 3.99% on select models. Book your test drive today, 705-360-1500. More Canadian roots than a maple tree with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Find your dream home today. Call Jessica now, 705-360-7000. And the Seizure and Brain Injury Center, along with Geronis Board and Kelly Lawyers, invite you to the Color It Up event, Saturday, June 14th at Gillies Lake. To register, visit sabic.ca with all the proceeds to the Seizure and Brain Injury Center here in the city. Buy now and pay later at J&R Custom Cabinets. Design, build, enjoy. It's your one-stop shop. They'll also save you the HST. Sales on now till June 7th at J&R Custom Cabinets, 1150 Riverside Drive. The best insurance in the north, it's PAIB Insurance Inc. They have your back and will help secure the coverage you need. Stop in for a quote today, 101 Pine Street South, or call 705-360-5300. Get top dollar for your trade-ins at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive. For mega deals and the best prices, visit Ron Perry and his sales team today, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. Follow Mel and Mel for details on the next episode of the We Count Talk Show. In fact, go back and rewatch Women in Trades from last Thursday's episode. And make it a Rock and Bowl night at Midtown Bowl and help send 6 local athletes to the Nationals in BC. Be a part of the Rock and Bowl and Silent Auction fundraiser. Happens Sunday, June 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. for only $30. To book a lane, call 705-267-3500. No job, big or small, they do it all at DAP Cleaning Solutions. That's their motto with sanitizing, dump runs, windows, floors, dusting, and more. Call Andrew in for your free quote today, 705-465-3500. And something big is happening with us in Timmins Square. Keep watching our studio expansion details coming soon. Save the date, Thursday, May 29th for the GBK Lawyers 4th Annual Helmet on Kids campaign. If you've registered your child for a helmet, you can pick up yours that Thursday night at 6 p.m. at the Sportsplex. Come drive for Lucian Transportation and join the largest bus fleet in the north. If you're 21 or older, apply today. Drivers pick up a $2,000 sign-on bonus and it's paid training. The next class session begins Monday, June 2nd. Call today, 705-360-4090 to apply. All eyes will be on the MAC June 4th and 5th for the Timmins Canadian Mining Expo. It's where the world comes to explore. For more details, you can visit CanadianMiningExpo.com. Discount days are every day at Jackpot Time Timmins. Win double-line prizes every single session, so come play today, 251 First Avenue. And on the big screen this week, Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible, and Final Destination Bloodlines, which is tops at the box office this weekend. Tickets and showtimes at ImagineCinemas.com. And you want to keep tabs on all 200-plus businesses and more in the Downtown Timmins BIA? You can follow the BIA now at DowntownTimmins.com. Also, stay tuned for details on the upcoming urban park markets. And put a team in for this weekend's IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's. The Timmins Walk is Saturday at the Mount Joy Pavilion, with walks in Kapuskasing and in Haileybury Sunday the 25th. Sign up for either walk now, walkforalzheimer.ca. With more than 75 programs to choose from, your future career is waiting for you at Northern College. Enroll now for fall online, northerncollege.ca. She's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew. Move those packages yesterday yesterday with Timmins Career Service. Call 705-266-4285. Locally owned and operated for over 45 years. And sign up for summer camp at Camp Bickle. Sign up for week 1, which begins June 29th at campbickle.ca. And register your child now for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book an online tour, ncdsb.on.ca. And become a Dare Timmins board member today. You can apply via email to daretimmins@gmail.com. For the best in malpractice law, personal injury law here in the North, you need to contact Geronis Board and Kelly Lawyers, defending clients for over 50 years here in the city. Call 705-268-4242. And the Schumacher Lions Club are looking for some new volunteers this year. To inquire, meet at the Lions Den every Wednesday night at the Mac.
And welcome back. We are just about to spin the Wheel of Winning, the PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning. And tonight, one family deal, 1 hour of bowling, which includes your shoe rentals from Midtown Bowl. And you saw that they've got a rock and bowl night. Inquire your chance to send 6 bowlers to the Nationals in BC. And again, they're looking for people to fill up all those lanes. On June the 1st, $30 per person. So contact Nat over the alley and let's send those bowlers off to BC in style with some cash in hand there. It's a price. I don't know if you've flown to BC, but flying 6 of them, it can be quite pricey. But before we get into the Wheel of Winning, just wanted to state that you saw the Save the Date for the Helmets on Kids campaign, Geronis Board and Kelly Lawyers. Now, they had a post on their page that registrations ended last week, but they're still continuing. So if you haven't registered your child for the 29th at the Sportsplex, your chance to sign them up for a free bike helmet, courtesy of O'Reilly Source for Sports. And again, Geronis Board and Kelly Lawyers will be a part of that night on the 29th. It's a Thursday night at the Sportsplex. So let's end on a winning note. Who's going to win tonight's Wheel of Winning? Brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
All right, so we are going to share the screen over here, and we're going to get the giveaway tool over here. Share this to the stage. The winner is going to win what? Midtown Bowl. It's a family deal pass, and we're going to throw in 1 shirt from the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's this weekend. So best of luck, and we'll reach out to the winner after we do the draw here. So who is going to be tonight's winner? Where the wheel stops, no one knows, except for us. The winner is Debbie Kubanow. Congratulations. Debbie is a big winner tonight, and your chance to get yourself in for this amazing prize. Let me just butcher your last name, Debbie. Dabano. Debbie Dabano. Turn off this wheel the Wheel of Winning music here, but congratulations, Debbie. You've won 1 family deal, 1 hour bill bowling at Midtown Bowl. And thanks to Tracy and her staff at the Alzheimer Society Cochrane Temiskaming, you've won a t-shirt for the walk this weekend. So I'll deliver that tomorrow for you. And let's just move this out of the way. And again, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. KLOMP, I don't know. He was feeling a little bit under the weather today. I think he pulled his back. That's what happens when you turn half a century. He was moving a gazebo over the weekend, so he's ailing at home. So we hope to see KLOMP back tomorrow. And I do believe tomorrow we've got a wing challenge happening in Studio 67. Who's going to be eating the hot wings? Well, you're going to have to tune in 7 o'clock. I always draw those straws. KLOMP never eats any of those hot things on the show. But I'm going to put my taste buds to the test, and we'll find out how hot those wings can be tomorrow on tomorrow night's KINZ and KLOMP. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. And again, the Walk for Alzheimer's, you can get yourself in for the walk, walkforalzheimer.ca. Again, thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight. And congratulations to Debbie. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7.
The way you spin, you got me hypnotized. One look at you, I'm lost. lost in paradise. Every step you take I follow. You're the sun and I'm the shadow. The way we're moving feels so right. Let's keep dancing through the night. Bailando contigo, feeling the heat. You're lighting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance, it's all I need. Bailando contigo, set me free. So baby, I don't wanna waste a second. Your vibes are language and I'm learning every lesson. Your heartbeat's matching the drum of a song. Feels like forever when you're in my arms. Oh, every step you take I follow. You're the sun and I'm the shadow. The way we're moving feels so right. Let's keep dancing through the night. Bailando contigo, feeling the heat. You're letting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance, it's all I need. Bailando contigo, set me free. Set me free. Quiero más de ti, dame pasión. Viajes en el ocean. Cada movimiento es mi tentación. Every move you make I feel the emotion. Vamos juntos, no pares, sigue así. Stay with me tonight. It's just you and me. All contigo, feeling the heat. You're lighting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance is all I need.